So, what we're actually going to be talking about today is actually the delivery company DHL and how they have been racially discriminating against certain people. This is not necessarily in regards to barring people from a certain group of people, anyways, from employment. This is you got the job, but we're going to make sure you have, I guess we could say, the more dangerous and just the non-desirable routes. Okay, now let's get into this story. Delivery company DHL to pay $8.7 million to settle race discrimination lawsuit. Okay, the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission announced that delivery company DHL has agreed to pay an $8.7 million lawsuit payment to 83 Black employees and subject itself to additional monitoring to settle a class action lawsuit filed in the Northern District of Illinois. According to the lawsuit, Black employees were assigned routes in neighborhoods with higher crime rates than white drivers. This caused them to be subjected to witnessing crimes and even being victims of crimes. And yes, this is all something that can be traumatizing as well. They were also allegedly subjected to much heavier dock work, and Black employees were assigned to move large, heavy packages while their white counterparts were assigned to just sorting the letters, which is a much less strenuous task. So not only are you putting them in more of a dangerous situation simply by allowing them to be in these certain neighborhoods that are ridden with crime, you also are allowing them to have these jobs where they're picking up a whole bunch of heavy equipment. They're picking up a whole bunch of heavy packages. Meanwhile, the other people, dumb folks, as people would say, are over there. They're just like, okay, I could do some letter sorts. Okay, flat sort of work. Okay, cool. So you could kind of think of it as like the PSE versus the MHA at the post office, where you got the PSE, they're getting paid more and they have way less strenuous tasks. Okay, they are just moving letters, they're sitting down, they're chilling, chillaxing, right? Meanwhile, the MHA, for example, okay, we didn't have that. There was no sitting down. There was, you lift up packages, you're lifting up bags, you're dumping bags, you're filling up the belt, you're doing the spibs, you're going to the outgoing, you're doing the dispatch, you're doing all that extra work, but you're getting less pay. So you could kind of think of it in that retrospect. But let's tell you, the lawsuit alleged that Black and white employees were segregated, that as well. And says Title VII of the Civil Rights Act prohibits discrimination based on race in the terms and condition of employment, and this also includes racial segregation. Okay. The EEO noted that while there was no allegation of disparate pay or denial of promotion, so they're saying we didn't, hey, okay, we're hiring them, all right? We're still paying them, okay? What else do y'all want us to do? Not put them in dangerous neighborhoods and not have them carry heavy stuff? Come on, we're already doing enough. That's what they said. Segregating employees and giving them unequal work assignments based on their race is just as unlawful. So they're saying, hey, we hired the Black people, okay, y'all? We hired them. We're giving them work. I mean, okay, we're giving them, more dangerous work, more strenuous work, but we're giving them work. No, you still can't do that, okay? You can't do that. You can't just be like, well, we'll just hire everyone so we're, showing diversity, but at the end of the day, we're still going to treat you guys separately, as separate. So you can't do that, okay? And that's what they're saying. That's why y'all have to pay, okay? But let's continue. Such practices should not occur in any workplace. 100% agree. In the EEOC's announcement, Carla Gilbride, general counsel of the EEOC, said, quote unquote, if an employer honors the request of white workers to avoid certain parts of the city that are perceived as being dangerous, but orders the Black workers to continue working in those areas despite their concerns, the employer is telling Black workers that their lives and their safety concerns are are valued less and that the lives and concerns of the white counterparts are valued more. Yes. So if they're saying, yo, this is dangerous over here, have Ray Ray do it. Ray, get over there and you do it. Okay, you ain't supposed to do that. Okay. The statement from the EEOC is key. In this case, the allegation is that the employer did not view the safety of the black workers the same as the white workers. This is completely unacceptable. Employers cannot demonstrate the safety and well-being of some and not value all. You cannot have rules for some and not rules for all. Okay, that's really what this is coming down to. This is yet another reason why employers should not be eliminate the diversity, equity, and inclusion programs, DEI. These programs must focus on equity, civility, respect, cultural awareness, and professionalism. Every employee deserves a safe, civil, and legally compliant workplace, and all of that. And yes, so obviously they admitted to their guilt. Okay, that's why they put in this lawsuit. Okay. But yeah, at the end of the day, that's something that you can't do. Okay. You can't just you can't go and say, okay, I mean, but we hired them. Okay, they're here. Y'all wanted black people and we hired them. And what's the problem? It's like, well, the problem is you're not giving people equal work. So if you're going to go and say, okay, let's go and give the black people, more dangerous territories to go to. Let's go and give them more work that is worse on their body, more strenuous tasks, heavy objects. Meanwhile, you have the other people who are just cruising through and chillaxing. That's not what you're supposed to do. But let me know what you all think about said story down below.